Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Photo Talk with Bud. I'm Bud Kelly, photographer. And so, I decided to make a quick video, and for a couple of reasons here. I love to go hiking. We know that I'm a huge hiker. I love going, I love getting out, and I call it trail therapy. And when I get out in the woods, man, I love it. So, anywho, I always take a camera. Every time I go hiking or take a road trip, I take a camera. Um, for a few actual good reasons, and I want to give you a quick tip on why I do it, and maybe why you should too. And I mean, even if it's just a road trip with your kids or whatever, it doesn't matter. Vacation, and don't really worry too much about camera gear. Don't worry too much. Well, I ain't got a good enough. Uh, I'm gonna make a quick video later on about all that. You don't need this. You don't need that. But some photographers out there do need certain things for what they do. Okay, but when it comes down to like going hiking or traveling, you don't need expensive stuff, guys, to get good photos. Again, okay, my hiking camera is a Canon 5D Mark II full frame, and I got it used probably 2 years ago on I think eBay, I believe. And I got it for like $180, which is in somebody's texting me, and I'll get it later. And I got a Tamron, and this is a bit of a crappy lens. I don't like it. Which I mean, brand new, it was good. I didn't buy it brand new. I bought it used as well because I knew what I only wanted to do with it, so I didn't want something expensive like all my other stuff. And the internal motor is getting ready to go out, so focusing on this is a bear. And again, guys, this camera came out in 2008. Okay, so it is old. I take all my cameras. I take good care of them. You know, I don't abuse them. They don't get damaged. I don't drop them. I don't. I take good care of everything I got. So in other words, you don't need anything outrageous to take good photos. And the reason why, like I do it on hikes and stuff like that, because sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. You can run into a sunset could be coming in through the woods, or you could be driving to the trail, or you could be driving on a road trip and see a barn, or see just like an old garage, anything that catches your eye. That's the thing. The best tool ever is your eyes. That's it. And okay, so yesterday I went on a hike. I went to Brown County. So you're going to see a little dry video of that, of why I love going to Brown County. And just even in the town, so you're going to see a little dry video. And I don't want to drag out a video too long with it and stuff like that. So, and plus I took a few photos, just on the trail. And I even went around Ogle Lake, which is a beautiful little lake. And I took a few photos there. I mean, and the thing about it is, I haven't even looked at them yet. So this is what we're going to do. And I might do this in other videos as well. I'll take something, and let's get on the other computer, and we'll bring up Lightroom. We'll bring up the photos together. And again, I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're great. They could be. I don't know. And that's the cool thing about it, guys. Like sometimes you'll bring it up and they might be okay, or they might be better than what you thought. So that's the cool part about it. I mean, or it could be a lot better than what you imagined. Even once you get editing, once you get to get into it, or you can maybe take something mediocre and make it better. I mean, you just don't know. That's the cool part about it. So, anywho, let's get on the other computer. Let's bring up Lightroom, and we'll edit them together. We'll go through them, and we'll see if I got keepers, and we'll see if I don't. It's just how it goes. So, let's get going. Hey everybody, welcome back to the other computer, my editing one. This is where I do everything on um, all the videos, photo editing, and all that. Okay, anywho, let's go ahead and take a look at what photos we have. Here's the library, and we're going to import card reader. Okay, let's see. Here they are. Okay. And again, guys, I didn't take nothing extravagant or nothing like that. It's just, just kind of see what I can do or whatever. And let's move me over a little bit. Um, okay, so hit import. Let's move me back over. And now we're going to upload into Lightroom. And now we're going to go through the photos and we're going to edit together. And again, guys, we're just going to see what we got and go from there. And I didn't take very many. I took probably 3 or 4 um, on the trail, and then I did a few around the lake, and that's really about it. It's all I did. And I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, sometimes and that's kind of why I do it. I mean, sometimes I don't take any photos at all. Sometimes I'll take one. Sometimes I'll take 10. Just kind of depends what you want to do. And I'm going to have to move me around a little bit here and there. I got that feeling. Okay, so now we go to develop. I'm going to show you how I edit. Because a lot of people out there, which I mean, no big deal, and again, guys, what I do is not the gospel. Um, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't tell people how to do anything. I don't tell people how to shoot. I don't tell people how to edit. I'm just going to show you what I do. Okay, then you can go from there. If you want to do your own thing, man. That's what I tell everybody. It's like rock and roll, man. It's meant to break the rules. You can learn a Jimi Hendrix song, but it doesn't mean you got to play it like him. Okay, so now we're going to let's just go ahead and go through. Let's move me over a little bit so we can. Okay, so this was on the trail. Don't really care for it. I mean, it doesn't really stand out to me. And that's the cool thing about it is, guys. I mean, when you go through your photos, especially when you do portraits and weddings, everything you do is not going to be a keeper. Okay. Like, say, for example, say if I do a portrait shoot, and let's say if I do 300 photos, 30, 40 might be keepers. That's just how it is. Or let's say if I do a wedding, I can probably take over 1,000 photos and I'm only going to keep probably 150. You know, that's no lie. I mean, so yeah, go through and be your own judge. I mean, don't sit there and think everyone has to like it or whatever. I mean, critique your own stuff, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And okay, here's a little creek. Um, yeah, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's let's make it. Let's see what it looks like black and white. Okay, and I do black and white soft. That's kind of my go-to on the black and white. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's move me over. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and I apologize, but okay. So usually, what I do, I don't go through all this one by one. I know people that do, and so hit auto. Okay, and then I'm going to go down and bump up the clarity a little bit, and kind of it gives a little bit more detail. I bump up the clarity quite a bit on landscapes, but when it comes to like um, portraits, I don't. Um, which I might do it. I might do another video. And okay, my ISO was at 100, so I don't have to mess with the denoise. Um, kind of okay. So let's bring the exposure down a little bit. And this is also why I shoot in RAW. And I'll do a separate video on RAW versus JPEG, blah, blah, blah. Because that's going to be, and I didn't want to drag none of this out. um, okay, it don't look too bad. I mean, I kind of like it. Um, and again, guys, when I do editing, I keep everything kind of simple. You know, I don't really. Okay, it's okay. I don't know if I don't think I'll keep it, but let's go ahead and send it. Export, and then you're going to have to make a file, which this will go to. When you make a file on your computer, this shows you where you're going to send it to, and you can do all your settings right here as well. Okay, so export, and that's going to send it to the file. Okay, so let's look. Let's look at some others. Let's keep going. Little bridge. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. I kind of like that. I mean, it's nothing extravagant, but let's do this. Okay, move me back over. I'm sorry if this is a pain in the butt, and I'm sorry if it looks distracting, but I have no choice. It is what it is. All right, let's go ahead, and it's kind of over. Kind of, let's bump up the clarity quite a bit. Give it a little bit of detail right there. Okay, now I like it, but I don't. It's kind of like a little bright right there. So let's bring the exposure down a little bit. Somebody texted me again. I will get back to that. Okay, so now let's get that glare out. Okay, so we'll bring the exposure down a bit and bring the highlights up just a tad. And okay, I kind of like it. I mean, I don't think I'll like keep it for anything, but I mean, I like it. It's not bad. It kind of let's do this. I'll tell you what. Let's experiment a little bit. Let's give it a let's give it a vignette. See what that looks like. Okay, there we go. Okay, move me back over a bit. Let's keep me right here. And I'll have to move back over a little bit. This is a pain, and I apologize. Um, okay, let's bump the exposure back up a tad. Let's see what that looks like. Kind of bring it down. There we go. Looks all right. Not bad. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and send it. And again, guys, I'm not going to keep any of these. Like I said, I just took some on the trail just to make this video. Okay. And I'm not going to sell these. I'm just trying to make an example of something and kind of do it so we can do a how-to thing. That's all this is. Like, I mean, because somebody afterwards said, well, that looks like blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and move me back over about where let's move me back. Okay, so now here's some around the lake. Now these I I really wanted to check these out. These are the ones that I really, um, this was a real muddy part of the trail too. Yeah, and I gotta wash my hiking shoes off. Okay, let's check these out. Okay. And again, guys, when you're getting into photography, go through everything, because there's been times like I've done a photo shoot and I didn't think it was going to be, and then I get back home and I'm like, hold on, I like that. I mean, trust me, it happens. Um, okay, so what I did here, I tried to do different angles, like they were straight on. Um, moved around a little bit. You can kind of see where I came in this way. Um, you know what? I kind of like this one. I really do. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and move me back over. Again, guys, I apologize. I'm starting to sound like Larry the Cable Guy. Lord, I apologize. Please be with him, starving picnic down in New Guinea. Amen. I always thought he was funny. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, let's black and white. Oh, okay. Let's move me over. Okay, I kind of like that. Actually, I do. I really do like this one. Again, I'm not going to keep it. Um, okay, so shot. Okay, so let's hit auto. Okay, so we'll see where the settings go. Let's go ahead and bump up that clarity a little bit, give it some detail. And this was, um, if I was going to purposely come out and do landscapes and all that, I try to do what we call the golden hour, even portraits. And the golden hour is when that sun is probably about 30 minutes, around 30 minutes, probably an hour right before the sun does set. So you're going to have, like here, that sun's way up here. Okay, so that light's all coming down. And what I like to do is when it gets about right in here, okay, um, it just, it takes away, because when you got that sun all the way up above, it's harsh. And let's bring the exposure down a tad, see how that looks. Okay, the highlights down a little. Um, let's bring that clarity up a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. So now let's go over. Move me back, and yeah, let's go ahead and send it. I actually do kind of like this one. I mean, you got the detail, you got the shadow of the trees right here in the water, or the reflection. I'm sorry. Um, you got a decent reflection, then you got all that marsh, whatever you call it. um, but yeah, I kind of like this one. It ain't bad, but yeah. So again, guys, this isn't something I try to do that is going to be extravagant or whatever. Like I said, I just want to do this video for kind of education purposes or kind of like inspiration. Okay, export. Okay, move me back over. Okay, so I did this kind of for fun. I was done with the hike and come back and decided just to take a photo. Here's Daryl. And if you hear me in these videos say Daryl, I'm talking about my truck. um, and it's a long story how the truck got the name Daryl. It's not real a long story, but I'm not going to tell it because it'll take me. Okay, so I just did this for fun. I just did this to see what kind of like a little theme photo of a hiker's life. A hiker, a man that owns a truck. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's mess around with this one. Okay. Um, okay, let's black and whiter. Let me back over. Okay, so we're going to hit auto. Okay, well, I love black and white anyways, guys, if you know me. When I do portraits, I do color in black. If I had my choice on like landscapes, I love black and white. Let's kind of drop it down a tad. Okay. I won't move that over. And I try not to crop a lot. I really don't. I'm not. Um, but sometimes when you want to get your composition a little bit better, sometimes you kind of have to. It is what it is. I know a lot of people will probably argue about that, which whatever, to each their own. And again, guys, like what I do is not the gospel. Um, you know, do what you want to do. You do you. That's all I tell everybody. Stay in your own lane. Do your thing. I do my thing. And bring the highlights down a little bit. See that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's do that. And again, guys, all this is just for fun. And but again, I mean that's why kind of like the whole point of this video is even you don't have to be a hiker. You know, you can go on a road trip, or if you're on vacation with your kids, or I travel. I try to travel quite a bit. Even like when I'll be in Washington again in July. So, and yeah, I take my camera every time I travel. It doesn't matter where I go. Kentucky, it just doesn't matter. I take a camera. I don't have to take everything I got. I take something. So I mean, if you just have a point and shoot, if you just use your cell phone, perfectly, it's okay, man. It is what it is. And if you want to get into photography and if you want to start learning gear, then go from there. But you don't have to start up here. You can. I started with a point and shoot, believe it or not. Um, I was taking photos of bands and cemeteries, and that's how I started. Then I saved some money and got my first DSLR, and my daughter has that one now. I handed it down to her, and she's now starting photography. Um, so pretty proud about that. And okay, I'm going to end this video, guys. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave some comments down below or email me. I will leave all my links, website, everything, so you're able to contact me. And if you just want to leave a comment, feel free. And so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And I will see you guys later. And take care, guys.